It can be difficult to understand the avatar component without a few examples. So allow me to just show you how it works. And I think the reason we have this component will start to make a lot more sense. But first, we need to add our link to the left side here. And in order to do that, I'm going to start following a sort of method, which I'll call link route page. First, we create the link, then the route, then the page. So the link is sitting in our main menu. We'll go to layouts, main layout, and I'll just copy this down. And it's going to take us to avatar. And we'll say QAvatar. So that's the link part. The next one is route. So we'll go to our routes.js file. And I'm just going to copy this down, add a comma there. And let's call this avatar. So the name of the link we just added in. And the page will be called QAvatar page.view. So let's just copy that text now to then create the page. So we've done link, route, and now page. Quasar, new page, and then we can just paste QAvatar page straight in there. And we're all set and ready to go. If I go in here and open up pages, we've now got our avatar page that we can play with. So I'm going to hide the file menu. We don't need that. I'm going to hide the terminals. And let's just whack this on the side like that. Whack this on the side like that. Maybe a little bit less room there and more for the editor. And we're ready to go. Let's go to the menu, QAvatar, and start by just whacking the component straight in there. Q-avatar. And to begin with, we're not going to see anything at all, but the component is there. We just need to give it some styling. Let's give it a color equal to blue. So that makes our avatar blue. We can also give it an icon. Let's give that a person icon, and it shows up straight away. We can change the color of that by saying text-color, and we'll make it white. There we go, white against a blue background, I think looks really good. Of course, we can change the size as well. So let's make it a little bit bigger, maybe 100 pixels. There we go. And we can even use some standardized sizes like extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, all that kind of stuff. It's got its own standard sizes, which is cool. Now, maybe you don't want an icon in there. Sometimes, especially for like a phone book, you'll have a whole bunch of avatars down the left side and they correspond with the person's first or last name. So let's remove the icon here and make it so it's no longer a self-closing tag. And my name starts with an L for Luke, so save that. And now it's just an avatar with an L in it. How cool is that? And everything just sort of scales perfectly as you'd expect it to, even when you're using images. So I've been watching the avatar lately, so let's have a look at Wikipedia Aang. There we go. You can see I've already searched for it. And then if we go to images, we can then just click on this, right click and go copy image address, jump out of that, come over here and change this to an image where the source is equal to that address. Close that tag off, save it, and there we go. Now it's a picture of Aang. How cool is that? And then we can even change this to another smaller size, for example, and you'll notice that it scales beautifully. I think maybe a bigger size would be good for that. Yeah, there we go. Perhaps you don't want your avatar to be circular. You want it to be square. Well, we can just whack in the word square. And there we go. Maybe you want some rounded borders though. We can just say rounded. And now it's a square with these beautiful rounded borders in there. We can even add some padding to this image. So we could say, for example, class is equal to q-padding all small. And there we go. We can just kind of like scale the image depending on the size. I'll move that back to normal. However, the main use you're going to get from avatars is in conjunction with other components. Let me show you this. This is really, really cool. I'm going to come in here and say q-chip. And inside of this chip, let me just show you what this looks like first. So often you use chips for categories. So let's just imagine we have a funny category and we want this avatar to be sitting on the left side of the chip. We can literally just whack it in there. I'll remove the size and I'll remove the square and the rounded part. So just keep it as is and cut that, paste it in the top. Maybe just do a little bit of formatting here so it looks nice. Save it, and it jumps straight into the chip. How cool is that? We can even use this for buttons. So let's change this to a button. And by default, this probably won't quite look right. refresh the page there. Yeah, because this is not a rounded button. So we'll remove the text there and make it a round button. And it just sits directly in the button. And now we can click on this like we would a normal button, but it's got the avatar image inside. I think that is so awesome. And this is a scenario where you might want to add a bit of padding there. So Q dash padding, or I don't know, extra small, just so it sort of sits in there a little bit nicer. And just to drive this home, I want to add this avatar into the menu so that it's sitting on the left side of this list item. So let's go ahead and copy this. We'll go into our main layout and let's add another section here and say Q-item-section. And we can just whack the avatar straight in there like that. And look at this. It works beautifully. In fact, notice that this has been pushed to the side a little bit. That's because when you have an item section, you want to add the word side in if it is a side item. So let's save that. And there we go. It just works a little bit nicer now. How cool is that? That's the avatar component in a nutshell. I think you're going to use this one a lot. It's really cool, super flexible, and I use them all the time.